What do you mean?
And then Afenyo Markin Angr police ni be hard one. And then the Buafu catch the police and he said, "Do you know me? Where Jimmy? What about them? Are you mad? Do you want to kill me?" And someone in social media, any video yeah that was screen. So me na me will be into me who they see here. But for to know and as a blame no, yeah fan Afenyo Markin the farmer way. But it is ever now and then demonstration of course on me the home breakdown no. Ede bro mesel say oba no subscribe no share na abusunya no etimi akoso ayekesena before you be call yensem no so no. This episode is probably brought to you by Safe Shipping. Safe Shipping say men control say o amanone US na obo nwa dua ho na wote wo niema bi a wo pese wo shipping efri kwasi broni koko krom US ede ba oman kronkron magana mu ha fa odadwe no obisade no wahwede no fa ko Safe Shipping ne mu a wo shipping niema ne mbro oman kronkron magana mu a mpanifo kiremu se ye car container wo pese wo shipping electronic gadgets home appliance niema ye shipping efra manone ebo man kronkron magana mu aba beton de brabusuafo adofo mane ye bia no fa mpanimfo numbers na da screen no so ne mpanimfo monkomo na je emu nkiremu ye mpanimfo so mo ye door to door pick up delivery nyina no mpanimfo ewo maso ye fa mpanimfo numbers na da screen no so na eni mpanimfo endi enkomo abusia yamra yensam no so enti enanopa ene okọ enkran ene ne montin so na adaje eni poso mpanifo ni abredi ko jan ko bre tuntum kokko so akokọ de abobọ monsa ni omoni achi baabi amachire mu se niema ekoso ewo man kronkron magana mu ha ene ahokira yewura John Dramani de ebebedi president wode ababegu yeso no ebusuya esewani esese wo kanya no nko ebie mu kura so no papa yi abogana fo atimode amasisi no kro no kata hyehe ano de awura Ghana judicial system ni muntie ne mpanimfo ma kwan ye demonstration de dendi anomato ni din save the judiciary demonstration ene ehyaase efri Supreme Court anim ho ase ne da screen do so no mpanimfo ni abre na ohona hyaase edi petition ni bi ekoma mpanimfo Supreme Court se ne da screen do so apepepe nante totin esan ekom rahye bedwam parliament no ho na Afenyo Markin ekoto ne nsa no so ahu oho no koto ne nsa na mpanimfo kwa parliament no wonse nipa no abroso nipa no achiso nti no mpanimfo hu se ne omontoto ade na police fo nso no no mo ha ye mpa no kura ni Nyankopon ni bonza matiko me na me wo bi ene atade ya na na ehye police fo ne dwiebo omo ha ye yo enso madwuma no ye be ne den na ebe nipa na chiri suore na chese na yebo Afenyo Markin din so omra no me present letter no enfama mpanifo wo parliament ho ye ma mikit adro ene ni mpanifo na beje letter no na ebra no ba no wonse nipa na che so nti no give way Afenyo Markin abegina policeman no embie barricade no na chese mpanimfo members say da enu aso onum Afenyo Markin se ne da screen ni so apepepe bie na minority leader Afenyo sahene policeman ye na ni se ne pania yin from aboning agusia esewani na ense so kan na ho ana Afenyo Markin ka chen so bie ana policeman no pia barricade no ekọ na chi na ekọ pem Afenyo Markin sensa ana o kirem se hey wabodam no bonasum eno kra nya sutro bia ase etepe ne kitwa bi ana o pia no na o kirem se wabodam wajimi do you know who I am unu me ne very Afenyo Markin so na upia odin semfun sa baba power na obo hu se mi nyu adia
What do you mean?
na mpanimfoɔ dwodwo na koma ɛne yɛ ɔmutumi ewura mrahye bedwam na ɔmode ɔmabisade ne ɔmpetition kɔma mpanimfoɔ na no wie yachi ana ɔmusansi kwan so na ɔmokɔ ɛyɛ Jubilee House ɛyɛ Ghana yatena nkonwa kɛseɛ ɛyɛ baabi ya Ghana mampani yewura John Dramani ɛti na ɔhɔ nso ɔmode petition ni bi ɛde kɔma na abusua sɛ ne ɛda ho screen so ɛyɛ Papa Standogbe ɔno ɛyɛ deputy chief of staff say operation director de Jubilee House no beje nkrata no ekire mu se nkrata omo de aba no omo de be magana mampani na de mo ka no ahwese ye be ya idize de mo de aba munko.
This morning here, the NPP demonstration, Save the Judiciary demonstration, is now fully underway and is now in full force. A few seconds ago, they began to do that procession. That demonstration has just started. It's in full force, taking off right from the frontage of the Supreme Court complex here, somewhere around the Kwame Nkrumah mausoleum here. There are scores of people here, but maybe not the numbers that you were expecting, not the thousands and thousands of people, but a good number of people as well also here to join this demonstration, to add their voices to what the NPP already has said. What we already know that from the communication and the promises that were already done was that some political parties were going to join. So far, independently, I've been able to only see one political party in NDP that are currently here to join this demonstration against processes that have been triggered by government for the removal of Justice Tokono, who is the Chief Justice. He is currently on suspension. The NPP's case is simple, that the processes are not just, and they don't think that it will be fair, will do right by the Chief Justice at the end of the day. So what you are seeing now, the protesters now ready to start their march. This was ordinary plan to start at 5 a.m. And at 5 a.m. when we go here, already there were some people here waiting to be part of this protest. But as you can see, former roads minister, a cabinet minister, also assessor watching, also there in the shots there. So you see that from the big banner, Save the Judiciary demonstration. It's currently in full force. They are now marching, making their way to the first stop, which you understand is supposed to be the court complex, where they'll submit one petition out of 3 petitions that they have scheduled to submit to various government or arms of government today. There's one going to the parliament, which is the second arm of government, and then the final one will go to the Jubilee House, which is the third and final place that will end, and that will be at the seat of the presidency. There's some big men and women in the crowd as it starts now will be leading the charge, holding hands and making sure this will be a peaceful and an uneventful one for the NPP. It's one of the things that they have cautioned individuals already, that they don't want this to degenerate into any other thing. They want this to stay as it is, a cause to fight the establishment against the suspension of the CJ. Not just that, also to fight processes triggered by government to remove the Chief Justice, Justice Tokono. So there you have it. They're now moving here from the frontage of the Supreme Court, and they will use the NLA section. What we have also seen here vibrantly is the number of police personnel that are on grounds that will be helping, assisting these demonstrators to move from here in Accra or the Jonathan Atta Mills High Street all the way to the presidency. It promises to be a very eventful day for the NPP because they are fighting the cause they believe is unjust. But we also heard the argument from the NDC side on all that they have been saying that, well, the processes have been fair so far, unlike any that have ever been triggered since the Fourth Republic. So, I mean, we'll be trying to speak to some of these protesters who are in the crowd to see exactly why are they also joining this particular protest here. Bossman, how are you doing? Okay, so Bossman, how are you doing?
Very well.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Kojo.
Okay. So I mean, why does it have to come to a demonstration for you?
Well, it is one of the, let me say, instruments available to us when it comes to safeguarding our democracy and our constitution, for that matter. We would write, we would speak, we would want to write petitions and everything, but ultimately, when you can tell that there's some other man's on the part of the executive, then you have no choice but to get your people together and then hit the streets using a very democratic tool like this to be able to express our viewpoints. Whatever happens, we understand the fact that the executive is politicized, parliament is a political institution, but the judiciary is our last frontier. That's where we all draw our safety. So if we have come to the point where we think and can tell that our democracy, or the judiciary for that matter, who is our protection, is under threat, then it is important that we come together and send a strong signal to government that please hands off the judiciary and let there be independence.
I mean, a demonstration only seems at the moment like you don't trust in the establishment. That the problem is that to treat this whole process without political lens and to make sure that all the tenets as the constitution prescribes are followed. You don't trust that process? What we are doing is an exhibition of our trust in the process. We are using a very legitimate tool, which is a demonstration. Don't forget, before we got here, we had deployed other tools. The minority had spoken in parliament, they have made their views known. They had written all kinds of letters, but the process that you are describing, we can tell, has been fraught with politics, right from the Council of State. Having established a prima facie case that we believe is not the case. Has anybody questioned the work of the Chief Justice in terms of her delivery? Absolutely not. So you can tell that this whole thing is just a big attempt to take out somebody who is doing her legitimate work, but it's not because. So yes, we trust in the process, but having avail ourselves of all the other tools and not getting the desired result or outcome, we believe that we also have to hit the streets and send a message across. Kojo, I'm grateful here. So at least 1,000 people possibly are joining this protest today in their numbers to add their voice to what the NPP has said for weeks now, that the processes that have been triggered to remove the sitting Chief Justice get to Tokono, they think that the process will be political biased and will not be in favor of anything. It's simply a political gimmick to remove her. They are already fighting the petitions. They're fighting the grounds for which the president forwarded the petitions to the Council of State and subsequently also to set up a committee. And all of these people are here to vent that frustration here. I'll be following some of these people in the crowd, bringing you all the reactions. There are lots and lots of people. Some of them came as early as 5 a.m. and are hoping to get their voice ahead at the end of the day. The likes of Minority Leader Afenyo Markin is here. Former Roads Minister Afenyo Markin is also here. We've seen the likes of Captain Afeku and Lejekuku, representative for the NPP, who lost that election. Okoboy is also here. And they are all joining this same cause that the suspension is unjust, and this is just a political witch hunting of the Chief Justice, who was appointed, by the way, by the former president, Nana Adodanko Akufo. So let's try to see some more people here. What's my next saying? What's it? I'm not paying your best time, man. 7 o'clock. I don't know, or come why demonstration.
I remember coming demonstration is President John Mama. I said, I didn't mention so enter but 4 years back. 4 years or so. I said, Chief Justice, you need to know, no funny, dear brother. Yes, we have better. Nasa, we know, Abasu.
So, obviously, why you're born empty. I say, you because the way you know, and yet, or no, not to show you, the way and yet, that is a better, you know. Your mama now, no attachment to a Chief Justice or to crack a crap. Well, a penny or two. I said, I haven't to fight. Well, I put a bed to fight. I can take a car. I can take a year to we and Tassi said, I'm about to take it.
We will not agree. We will not allow Jomama and the NDC to meddle with the affairs of the judiciary. We must
Abusia na de course ni binu no anani nyina mu no mo sonfo dan Kwesi Prince yani edi akira abusia sa pepepe ntino e be kwaso de yani adi nsem na chi na bibia atumi adi mu ntimesrew so ba no subscribe no ahye na abusia no atumi akoso ayekese na bifa mekra mo me akono Charistic Company Limited se men kan cho se ma yade encounter form uyo ba na wohwe mu tie mi a ma enkase bia buru sent ma wase kwaji mpanimfo ndro biza amehane za age kapsusu no ebeboa wo infertility or prostate problems oba edu fichi kwaji ya na wote ya wote pains wase a waduru eno no na almost hindi eba mesha no eba malaria fever typhoid diabetes so blood pressure na ade tai kosura kwaji mpanimfo endo ya maboboso yi na ndro FD ahwe mu magia tum se ye open do to akofamase eba stores a onsa American mpanimfo ndro yi ebi ye from Dan Kwesi Prince Macau.